Good morning, everybody. My name is Irrelevant, and today we are playing a game. This is certainly a game. I've been meaning to play this game for quite a while, and I've been putting it off, but I finally got around to it. Today we are playing a game called Slay the Princess. I don't really know anything about this game at all. I haven't been spoiled, but I've heard it's a very cool game, so let's see what happens. Let's get into it. Chapter 1.
You're on a path in the
Oh, there's
woods,
an narrator.
and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here
really?
to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Surely not. Surely. Oh wait, I get choices. Wow, that's a lot of choices. Holy shit. The end of the world. Have you? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's gonna end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
Why? Why
Nevertheless,
are we at a lack of
let me
time?
assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
I doubt you.
And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
I think he's lying.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
I think he's biased.
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
We will see. Oh wow, I get. Oh, I can. I'm curious, so we will continue on.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Okay.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Oh,
We're
really?
not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
That's supposed to be my voice? That's crazy.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I think he knows what he's talking about. Oh wow, I don't get choices.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
For context, this is a horror game. I just don't know when it becomes a horror game.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Do I take the blade? If I take the blade and go into the basement, she's gonna think I'm trying to kill her. But if I don't take it, what if she kills me? Nah, I'm not gonna take the blade, which might be a bad decision, but let's see.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Is the narrator voiced by the same person who does the hero's voice?
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
I must be tripping. Okay, so I have no weapon. Let's think about this. I think I continue.
Good. You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may still be able to do what needs to be done. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
No, if I go too close, I think she kills me.
Okay.
Oh, I think I went too close anyway. Ooh, this is a good point. If I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
Hey!
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant. Okay, but
It's pretty
actually,
relevant.
what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
Exactly, that's weird. What is your name?
Oh,
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
you can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
That's still avoiding the question. Do you not have a name?
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess?
Princess is a great name. Okay.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
Yeah.
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
I see.
So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. It would make it easier for both of us if you'd help. But if you don't, I can promise that you'll regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right
Let's see.
one.
The narrator has already told us that she definitely escapes eventually. If I kill her, I think that can't be the right choice. If I leave her in the basement, she's gonna hate me. So I'm gonna do this. This feels like a bad decision, but let's do it.
Can't be serious.
Thank you. Thank you. You won't regret this, I promise.
You're making a huge mistake. No, I think you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Huh. Can use this as an excuse to go upstairs and get the knife. But let's see if she knows where the key is.
Maybe there's some way to break the chains?
Break the chains.
Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
Cut you out of the chains, you mean cut the chain? That's still the same thing.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be
Oh,
free.
she meant cut her arm off.
You
Jesus.
attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Okay.
Is someone else here?
And I already know that's locked, no point.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yeah.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Excuse me?
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. The clang of bouncing metal.
Huh?
It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
What?
Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Okay, they're forcing me to make a choice. She's crazy. She is not normal. But I don't think I can kill her. I think if I choose to kill her, it won't work out. So I'm gonna save her. This is a bad choice.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
Oh my god, Jesus
Her limb
Christ.
falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
Yeah, she's not normal.
She didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by
This
what
must
just happened.
hurt.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Hang on, no only choice.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
Oh, is the narrator against us?
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
He can...
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
Exactly, you can't just
Watch
do that.
me.
What are you doing?
No, there's one that's not... Yeah.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward,
Ha!
the blade held low, ready to sink into
No.
her heart.
I won't do it.
But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive. The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't
Yeah, it's
you.
not.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
Hey, what? Don't kill...
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
Ow? You're just gonna... I'm okay.
She doesn't know how to use
Oh.
a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so
Just brutally stabbed me.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice.
No, it's not.
It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Well, it seems like I didn't die.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin
Safe.
is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Ha. Turn around and leave.
Are we running away? What are you doing? We have to save her. Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going? Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. That's strange. It looks like this path
Very funny.
also leads
very,
to the
very
cabin.
funny.
How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
No, I'm gonna turn around.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. But everything is getting...
Was it? Oh, yeah.
What's going on? Where are we? Oh, I don't like this one bit. There's not a single damsel in
So
sight.
dull.
How dull.
Oh, there goes my vision. The world around you is unwound, its physical matter replaced by textured nothingness. It is quiet. There's a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds. Undulations pulse louder as something other comes close. Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Resistance. Fingers drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. I need something empty I can crawl inside of. I need something shaped like me. This isn't a nightmare. Urgency. You have a story you need to finish. It is the only way for us to escape this place. Force pushing against your will. No, you cannot go back. Not there. Regret. This world is broken beyond repair. We must weave something anew. A wagging finger. There's only so much thread in this place. Do not waste it. I am our only salvation. Chapter 1. Oh, we've gone back.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin,
I see.
and you're here to slay her.
You just
If
do
you
by
don't,
pressing tab or
it will
R
be the
on
end
control.
of the
Yeah, I can press
world.
tab. Tab! Okay. I tried to leave. No, let's go to the cabin. I think I have an idea.
You make your way up. Ignore him.
Seen into cabin.
The interior of the blade is your...
Take the blade this time.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world
Okay,
without
let's
it.
go.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Oh,
She
why'd
sounds
she say it like
dangerous.
that?
It's almost as if she's the one in charge
Hey, my
down here.
cursor has a
Don't let it
knife.
fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
I'm gonna kill her.
Good. You're still listening to
This
reason.
one deserves to die.
You walk down the stairs
Oh, yeah.
and lock eyes with the
She's
princess.
different.
There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
Focusing.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Yeah, I am. Nah. Okay, yeah, I'm here.
That isn't a good idea. Just drop the knife, and maybe the two of us can talk things out.
No, you deserve
She's
to die.
right, we shouldn't. We should just drop the blade. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very
Okay,
becoming
the
of
hero
us.
has a point. No, I disagree.
You ignore the trembling in your hands.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
Oh, will I?
You step
Really?
forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
Yeah, this is what I thought. I don't think I
I'm
can kill her.
probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
That's
So,
what I thought.
You should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed.
I
If you
think she's.
hesitate
I think
now, it'll
this
be
one
too
is
late.
bluffing.
End this.
You're not
Then I'm
dropping
not
the-
talking to you.
Slay the princess.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw. It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been
Damn,
fractured.
she hit hard.
Holy shit, that hurts!
Holy
Though
shit!
she's unarmed,
Yeah.
the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing.
She's
Your
totally gonna
blade
take my knife
slashes
and
through the
stab me
air
again.
again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
Finish it. If we die, we die. If she dies, she dies.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around
Jesus.
in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job.
Our friend. So I am a. Oh, my mouse curse has blood on it now. That's crazy.
The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy
Jesus,
blow.
this
You
is an
push through the
image.
pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Yeah, she's dead.
Oh,
The two of you fall to the floor.
this was fun.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
No, of course not.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Of course.
You're on a path in the wood. You're here to slay her.
Alright, let's make another save. Okay. Slew is a word? Okay. Anyway, we know we can't run away.
A
so
warning
let's...
before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat.
Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a
Voice of
fight.
the stubborn.
Are you sure about that? The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice.
duh.
The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear?
You are clear. Okay, so what I know is the narrator is definitely not a good person. The narrator wants to kill her. I'm assuming the narrator...
Still, let's just get on with it already.
Who is the stubborn? Right, here we go. Assuming the narrator is probably the one who trapped her here in the first place.
The cabin is tighter than its exterior
Ooh,
would
this
suggest.
is different.
Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is that the blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to
I
do
can
this
kill
right.
her. Where's the mirror?
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Alright.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look.
We are
right now.
definitely not a human being.
But there was a mirror a second ago.
And now it's gone, so all of us can stop arguing about it and get to fighting.
This guy wants to kill her, but I'm not gonna do that.
No knife this time. Right then, fisticuffs it is.
As long as you can still get the job done. And don't forget that the blade is waiting for you upstairs if you happen to change your mind.
Okay, let's see. Is she the
The
same?
door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
No, I'm not gonna fight her.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost
I
threatening.
wonder if she remembers.
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
Okay. It's just a coincidence that I agree with this guy.
As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall. It looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Yeah, I would never win this fight.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us.
Ah, so she does remember. Okay, we can work with this.
But no little knife this time, huh?
Oh, so my choices. She remembers the choices as well. Okay.
No, I hope you're not just here to chat. I've been itching for a rematch.
I'm not fighting a giant demon lady. No, I can't leave here. So you do remember me.
No, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life. So, why don't we do it again? Or are you scared I'm going to put you down for good this time?
We can go again.
All right, fine. If you're not going to address it, I will. What? You've already met the princess. The princess has already met you. The two of you killed each other. Did you think you'd be able to just openly talk about all that without me noticing?
Okay, so I'm playing against the narrator. The narrator is the bad one here.
Maybe. You did seem to just gloss over the whole thing for a while. Of course I glossed over it. When a colleague says something insane, glossing over it is one of the best ways to stay focused and keep moving forward. But enough is enough. I believe you. And that's all the more reason to take this seriously. You don't know that whatever brought the two of you back to life isn't a fluke. And beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't
So the narrator
remember.
doesn't remember.
Are you okay? Of course I'm not okay! As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
I'm gonna lie.
Don't try to lie to me.
Agreed. We can't win unless you treat this fight with the gravity it deserves.
Free her? You aren't... I don't know why I'm even bothering, to be honest. You know the stakes of the situation.
Who says I want to be free?
Who says you want to be free? I mean, you wanna be trapped in a basement?
I want the two of us to fight to the death. I want to feel your knife split my flesh, and I want to hear your bones snap beneath my fists.
Well, how about we, don't do that, perhaps?
Is that really too much to ask?
Yes, that is.
Yeah, especially that last part.
Don't be such a coward.
I'm just being cautious. If it comes to violence, we can find a way to deal with her that doesn't involve throwing our life away. I'd rather not die again, and I find it deeply disturbing that you seem to relish the thought of it.
Because it doesn't matter if we die again. It'll just be another opportunity to have the fight of our life.
This guy is crazy.
We don't know that for sure, and I'd rather not bet on it.
Why? You didn't want to talk last time. Are you scared I'm going to kill you again?
Yeah, kind of. Oh, no, wait, that's not the right button.
What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There. Unpacking done. Don't you get it? We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Aside from your empty hands, you look exactly the same.
Okay. Oh,
Oh, you've got another thing coming if you think you can just turn around and leave.
I can't. Oh,
As you step towards the stairs, you hear the heavy creak of straining metal, and then a snap. She's loose. You have to make a decision, and you have to make it fast.
I think I run.
You do your best to scramble up. You practically feel her steamy breath on the back of your neck, but you manage, just barely, to throw yourself over the threshold and slam the heavy stone doors behind you. You're safe, if only for a moment.
Okay, I have a moment and I have the knife.
The blade. Take the blade from the altar.
Okay, yeah, I think I have to kill her again.
You take the blade from the altar.
Finally.
Do you think this door is enough to hold me? You're not getting out of this. I don't care how many things I have to break. I'm getting the fight I want.
Yeah, I believe you.
Oh, cannon
Jesus.
shakes as the princess throws herself against the basement door. It's huge and made of stone. We're fine, right?
Of course we are. Any second now she's gonna break through that entryway. And we're finally going to get to do what we came here to do.
Axe shakes the cabin, a massive gash splitting its way up the stone doors.
Wow.
Here comes.
Okay.
The doors explode outwards, shards of stone clattering against the walls as the princess emerges from the basement.
At least you finally have a weapon. Good.
We're doomed!
We're doomed.
In a fit of violence, the princess explodes across the room and closes the gap between you. You do your best to defend yourself from her onslaught, but you're sorely outmatched. For every wound you inflict on her, she inflicts 2 on you until, finally, you're no longer able...
Giving out? No, nobody's giving out. We're just getting started.
Don't be delusional, it's over. You fall to your knees.
And I'm dead.
Is that it? You're supposed to be tougher than this. Come on, get up. Keep fighting me.
No, this isn't right. Listen to me. Listen to her. We can do this.
We can't.
Oh!
Why won't you get up?
She kicks you in the chest,
Ooh.
splinters from your shattered ribs stabbing into your heart and lungs. Your vision starts to swim. Finally, her face, twisted into an expression of disappointment and fury, fades.
Damn.
Everything goes dark,
And I die.
and you die.
Okay, chapter 3. Hopefully she's not a crazy demon lady anymore.
You're on a path in the wood. If you weren't so damned afraid of what she'd do to you, we wouldn't have died back there.
We would have died.
Fear is good. Fear keeps us alive. We died because you didn't have enough of it.
Fear. Voice of the hunted.
So what? You'd have us cower in a corner?
Yeah, that sounds like what they want.
But that place suits her better than it suits us. She's big. We can't hope to find holes and openings down there. We need more room if we're going to survive.
We need more room. That's a good point.
Are you suggesting luring her into the woods? Do you have any idea how dangerous that would be? If you lose sight of her, if she manages to slip away, that's it. Game over for everyone, yourself included. Are you not challenging us on all the looping? Have you known about it the whole time? Are you the same one we've been talking to since the beginning? Sorry to disappoint what I'm sure must feel like a grand revelation, but that's not what's going on here. We've never met. Then what is going on? What's going on is that you'd only be saying the things you've been saying if you'd already been here. And if you'd already seen things you weren't supposed to have seen, it doesn't matter. We could go in circles forever. I don't like staying still for too long. Let's get to the cabin, see this through. It's good to know that at least one of you is still capable of reason. We may have the same destination, but we're not the same. You are still an other, and I don't trust you.
Ooh, that's true.
Well, fortunately, you have an entire trip through the woods to reconsider that. There's nothing to reconsider. We're all for violence here.
Jesus.
Are we? I haven't signed off on anything yet. Violence is the answer here, but the method is equally important to the act. You can't let her leave the cabin. It's like I said, all just circles. Instinct tells me we need space, and I trust instinct. Nothing else to say. Not for me.
This guy's a bit, this voice in my head is a bit, afraid, but I think he's right. We haven't talked about how different this place is. These aren't the same ones. Yeah, let's go to the cabin.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up the hill at the cabin. I hope you've given serious thought to your predicament.
Yep.
No last advice for us? No words of warning? From what I gather, you've heard it all before. There's no use screaming into the wind. I don't know, screaming sounds pretty good right about now. I could use a little catharsis.
I think my voice I'm becoming more stupid.
Catharsis is for when we're finished. For now, we need to hold it out in front of us and something to chase.
The music is crazy. If you could call this music.
The interior of the cabin is suffocatingly tight, more of a glorified tunnel than a building. Its stone walls squeeze against your sides, leaving you no choice but to press forward. The only furniture of note is an iron altar jutting out from the wall, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right.
I keep making this mistake, but I ain't gonna take the blade.
See, we have even less space than before. We need space or she'll kill us. And the only space is out there. Take it.
Where's the mirror?
We can try to survive without our steel claw, but you've marked us as easy. You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it. As if you don't see it. All we see is a damned mirror. This really is just like... It smells of nothing, yet it's still there.
Mirror. I think I smash it.
You bring your fist crashing down against the door leading to the basement. It swings open, scraping against the floor as it reveals the dim path ahead. Why am I not surprised?
So I can't touch the mirror.
It was in our way, and now it's not. That's all that matters. Before you is what may as well be a sheer cliff face. There are enough footholds that you'll be able to clamber your way to the bottom, but it will require careful effort. The air hissing up from below is warm and wet, like the breath of an enemy locked in close quarters. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, bold and fierce and impatient, echoes from the chamber below.
Do you have more fight in you than last time? That was such a disappointing show. I know you can do better than that.
Oh my god! Okay, fine.
Daughter, rile her up. If she's angry, she'll make mistakes.
That's true.
Dead certain. Everything inside of me screams for it.
We need to get closer. She needs to see us to give chase.
I like this guy. He's real.
You've nowhere to go but down. You start the difficult journey, gripping the stone, lowering yourself foot by grueling foot. But soon, there is solid ground beneath you. Remember, every crack and crevice will need to be faster than her. You turn to face what lies at the end of the narrow tunnel.
Chained.
The princess, imposing and tightly muscled, grins back at you from the darkness. Her face droops.
There you are. But still no little knife. Do you think this is a joke?
Yeah.
Do you need me to break those fragile bones again to remind you how serious this is?
Yeah.
She's bubbling, hot with rage. We can't get close if we want to live. But we'll be able to draw her out of here. She's hungry for us. I know I said this earlier, but I really have to stress how thin of a razor's edge you're on right now. We know the only way out is through the eye of the needle, and we're going to win. We'll need the steel claw. Grab it as we leave.
No.
Bloody desire in her eyes, the princess rushes forward, ignoring her chains as they bend and snap. Run.
Alright, I run.
Without hesitation, you turn back the way you came and scramble up the ledge towards the tunnel entrance.
Oh,
As you near the top, hands desperately clawing at jagged stone, you glance back. The princess is right on your heels. She doesn't bother to scale the wall as you do, instead digging deep into the rock of the cliff face with her fingertips in her rapid pursuit.
Anywhere you go, I will follow.
Good. You reach the ledge and hoist yourself up into the tunnel, the cabin door finally in sight, at once within your grasp and infinitely distant.
What is all of this for? What's the point? You and I are always going to end in violence, so why bother to run? I know what I am. Why can't you be the same?
That's a good point.
Steel claw, now.
No. No, I'm not gonna take the blade. I'm gonna let her kill me again and again and again until she realizes it's pointless.
You continue towards the door, vulnerable and unarmed.
My life is permanent. It loops. It doesn't matter how many times I die.
No, I can't let this happen. I can't let her leave with you. And what are you gonna do to stop that? I don't know. You try the door and oh, what a relief. It's stuck. Bash it open. Please, you can't.
I think you forgot something.
You feel the burning pain of something long and sharp driving through your back. It slices its way into your organs until finally it exits out the other side, sticking into the wood of the door with an echoing thunk. She killed us with our own weapon. Great.
That's
We
valid.
needed to take it. We're not dead yet. It's not over till we can't get up again.
Shut up.
Coward. All of this is so wrong. This isn't how things are supposed to be. This is so cold and disappointing.
Your body pinned to the wall, you crane your neck to see her final approach. She is enveloped in complete lethality, and there is nothing you can do to stop her. I really didn't want it to have to end like this, but your death in here is better than her freedom. See you all next time.
Yep. Check out. Huh? What the hell? I guess that's just my vision. But next time doesn't come. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
There's a mirror.
There's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
This mirror is probably important for some reason. Approach it.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
He's begging me. The mirror never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final. That thing reeks of death. Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
Shut up. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. That thing reeks of death.
You just said
Screw the
same
mirror.
thing
We just need to find the princess.
twice. The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's me. It's you. What the hell am I? You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. You are at the cabin. You recognize the presence inhabiting the shell. It is the entity that dwells in the spaces between.
Something returns to the long quiet. It has surrendered its path of annihilation and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Destroy my body or attack the entity. I think I attack it. Your will cuts across the entity in front of you, but nothing happens.
My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. We cannot harm each other as we are now. You are the only thing I have ever known.
Really?
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us. Vague recollections, empty tunnels without a mouth. I am sorry if I frightened you. I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
What am I? What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Gift of a fragile vessel.
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one yearns to grow and struggle. Even now I feel a will pushing against mine, not realizing that we are one. She will make for a fierce heart. Do not mourn her. We will provide her with the growth she fought for.
No, let her out of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
It's not about how it hurts. What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Perhaps. How many more pieces do I need to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
I see. What if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
I see. I'm not going back. Yeah, let's wait.
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
Wait forever. That's an ending, I guess. Let me make Let me make a save here. And let me wait forever.
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage. You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
Did it just... Okay, it just straight up closes my game. Okay, that's wonderful. We will be back shortly. Here we go, we are back. You have returned to me. Though you were gone mere moments, I never left your side. Okay, right. So I do have to forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
I will remember her.
You won't.
Oh shit. Everything goes dark and you die. Chapter 1. The hero and...
You're on a path in the woods.
Okay. Alright, to the cabin we go.
You make your way up. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare.
Take the blade, no. This first one, does not a demon.
The door to the basement Good. You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain.
Yeah, I know she's safe, so...
Only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're making a huge mistake.
Narrator, shut up.
You're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy. Far too...
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the prince...
There isn't a key. Do you have any other? No, I'm not gonna mention that.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the... Is someone else... Your shouts and pleas are... I'll repeat myself. You try the door. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the...
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She's gonna bite her arm off again.
She barely hesitates
God,
before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with a as she rips her flesh from her bone.
Okay, right. Sword. Save her or kill her. I think I saved her.
Fine. Against your better...
Approach the door.
No. We won't have any... Okay, there's no going back now. You bring the blade down to strike at the print, but she's fast. She ducks to the floor, your blade narrowly grazing her backside. Slaying her won't be easy now that she...
We could have gotten out of here together. Were you just lying to me this whole time? I don't know what's come over you, but if I have to kill you, then I'll kill you. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that?
Whoever the voice actress is for the princess is doing a fantastic job.
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm. But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart. It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease.
So we both die.
You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness, dress stained in red as her blood and yours both seep into the fabric. If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she can reach the outside world. It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry. Everything goes dark.
And you die.
And you die.
The witch.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that, you're here to slay her.
It will be the end of the world. Proceed to the cabin. We know this much.
Oh, she will lie. Don't worry.
Opportunist. That's a new guy.
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of the blade is your implement.
Into the basement.
No blade. It'll always be here if we need it. Sure, that was also true last time and we still died, but the door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. The air smells of dirt and copper. Her voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
Oh no. Say nothing.
Silence, I see. Don't think I've forgotten about you. I recognized the sound of your nervous little footsteps as soon as they came into my home. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
Oh really?
She must have you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough. You can't. Unless, look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess.
I see.
Fine. You're the boss.
What a funny guy.
Thank you. You descend the basement steps, entering the dark room below. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, once again seeming to offer a helping hand while likely hiding the other behind your back. Fine, I'll play along for now. What do you want?
She's acting like the two of you already know each other. Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you? That's pretty sharp. Call it deductive Well, you seem to be great at it. Do you remember us then? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy.
No.
Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
How snarky. Look at that face. Sorry about last time. Sure you made mistakes. I'm unharmed. Leave her in the basement.
I suppose you didn't come into my hovel of your own accord, did you? All right. I suppose I could team up. I need a way out after all, and unfortunately you're the only one I have.
Seems to me like she's offering a mutually beneficial arrangement. We should take it.
She's gonna kill me, but this might kill the narrator if I can get her out of the house.
Do you know what the word mutually means? Because it sounds to me like she's offering an arrangement that benefits her and her alone.
And why would I do such a thing? Is someone's guilty conscience getting to them? But I wouldn't worry. As much as I may hate you, letting you live is in my best interests. If you get me out of here, the only thing that will be dead and buried is the bad blood between us.
Oh, that nagging feeling you mentioned is me, by the way. I'm actually a little anxious about a potential backstabbing event.
Yeah, me too.
She needs us to get out of here. We'll be fine if that's what we decide to do. You won't be fine because destruction is in her nature. If she gets out of here, that's it for the world, remember? Even if that's true, that doesn't automatically mean she's going to stab us in the back. I think that depends on your definition of words like stab and in the back. She might not literally do that, but she could very well symbolically do the same thing. See? He gets it. There's nothing wrong with looking out for number one.
Can I help her yet? No, I have to keep talking. I'm sorry.
Ooh, smart. Let's apologize. Get us back on the right foot.
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? You're such a gracious little monster. If you're sorry, then let me out of here. Prove it.
Bet. I'll do it right now. Well, I can't do it. Okay. How am I supposed to get you out?
Oh, I don't need you to cut me out.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist.
Oh no!
She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest. This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
Yes, let's.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face.
She's gonna kill me.
She never breaks eye contact, even as the two of you find yourselves face to face.
She's gonna kill me.
She's silent for a long moment, as if testing to see what you'll do now that she's within arm's reach.
After you, darling. You're the one it lets come and go. It's best if I follow.
She's gonna stab me in the back.
Oh no, we can't have that. If anyone is going to turn their back on anyone else, she's going to turn her back on us. It shouldn't matter who leads and who follows. We're working together here.
Look at her. She's gonna stab me in the back.
Well, if it doesn't matter, then she can go first. We may be in this together, but that doesn't mean we have to trust her. Somebody has to go first, and it might as well be us. We're the ones who broke her trust last time. You're talking a lot about trusting someone who, by her very definition, cannot be trusted. I don't know how many more warnings I have to dole out, but if you help her out of here, you're going to regret it.
Yeah, I'll take it.
That's right, you're the one who's going first. Don't worry, I'll be right behind you watching every single thing you do.
That's exactly what I'm worried about. You step onto the stairs and begin your ascent from the basement. The princess follows close on your heels, perhaps even a little closer than you'd like. You're only saying that because you want us to feel nervous.
That's true.
I do want those things, but I want them for a good reason. I don't need you to trust me for my sake, because I already know that I'm right. This is for you. Can we walk backwards up the stairs? I think that's the smarter idea. She can't sneak in and attack if we're facing her.
That's not wrong. He's not wrong. That is true.
No. The stairs are a bunch of overgrown roots. You'll trip and hurt yourself.
I think the narrative's just making excuses.
But the princess is silent as you both continue the climb, and in no time at all, the upstairs of the cabin is within reach. Isn't that a relief? We're fine. Nothing happened.
Whenever someone says this, I get stabbed in the back.
You're not even going to wait until you're through that door to proudly claim your victory, are you? Why did you just say that? I think we know why.
Yeah, I get stabbed.
You feel something dig into your shoulder, sharp and piercing. The princess clawing at you and pulling you down with her full weight. Together you tumble back down the uneven stairs, your body and hers crashing against the unyielding wooden roots, until finally you both separate with a bone-shaking thud against the basement floor. You feel something pop. The princess lands against the far wall, gasping as she struggles to recover from the impact. You're still in shock, trying to get a hold of yourself. She grins as you continue to remain exactly where you are, cackling derisively as she watches you realise that you won't be getting up.
Jesus Christ.
Wait, why won't we be getting up?
Because I died.
I'm afraid your back is broken. One unlucky fall is all it takes, really, and you had several. You know what? I'll say it. That sucks. I don't like having a broken back.
You know what? I don't like having a broken back either.
We were going to help her. Why? Why did she do that? It's what I would have done.
No?
If you considered not being like that.
Exactly.
Of course not. It's what keeps us alive.
What are you talking about?
And yet here we are, paralysed and stuck with someone who hates us in the basement of a remote cabin.
This is quite a bad situation to be in.
You must have known this was coming. The arrogance of turning your back to me after everything you've done. Maybe you were, and maybe you weren't. But even more than I wanted my freedom, I really, really wanted to hurt you. And you know as well as I that by our very natures, only one of us could make it up those stairs unscathed. Someone had to make the first move. Better me than you.
See, this is why I wanted her to go first. I had this whole little scheme planned, where once she'd passed by the table upstairs, I'd have said, now pick up the blade and stab her in the back.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But then I thought, no, if I could, you go behind her, she's gonna try something and kick me down the stairs. Or something or the other.
And then you'd say something like, wow, that's an amazing idea that I never saw coming. Thanks for looking out for us.
Opportunist, listen. I'm gonna give you a name. I'm gonna call you John, okay? John, that's a terrible idea. We would still die somehow or the other.
And then you would have done it and we wouldn't be stuck down here with a broken back.
John, listen. Either way, we could have died in a worse way. I mean, we're not dead yet, so hey.
There's just one problem with that. And what's that? She was clearly planning to betray us. And if she was in front of us, she would have gotten to the blade first.
Exactly.
Ugh, you're right, aren't you? I thought this whole thing was ironclad, but really it was doomed from the start, wasn't it?
Yep.
The princess's body twitches as she tries to get up.
What the hell?
Ho ho ho! So she's got it as bad as us.
Something inside me is broken. Isn't that a cruel twist of the knife? Isn't that so funny?
She eyes you with intensity, silence falling between you for a long moment as her gaze travels up and down your battered form.
Seems I'm not the only one, though.
Wait, are we both just stuck here? Certainly seems that way. What a way to go. But look on the bright side. In all this chaos, you may have actually managed to deliver a lethal wound. The world could be saved after all.
We're going to die together. Isn't that a lovely treat? I wonder how long it'll take. Maybe I'll get to watch the worms lick your bones clean.
Jesus Christ, relax.
Is that really what's going to happen? Hello? Are you still there? What happens next?
He doesn't respond.
I think he's gone.
I also think he's gone.
Something strange is twisting this place out of shape.
Oh yeah, you and me.
I wasn't feeling much of anything, but now I feel cold.
And you're attacked. Okay, I see. So I have to kill everyone. All the princesses. But you don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Nope.
And is that a mirror?
Let's approach it. You
This-
approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel... If he
Good
thinks it's bad,
timing.
I'm with him.
Gaze into your reflection. You've grown. Have I? Find yourself in the long quiet once again. And back we go to the cabin. You are at the oh, hi.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
Yep, I gave you another form.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Alright, let's reset. Are you the same? How have you changed? You know, once you're finished, I'm gonna kill you, right?
There is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you. Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover. Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. Do not worry. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
I see. You raise your will to end your life, but as it buries into the space your body should be, you feel nothing at all. One of the many hands in front of you reaches forward and then gently touches the side of your face.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
Damn. Okay, I can't kill myself.
I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am.
What are you?
We will meet again.
We will. Okay, everything goes dark and you die. I'm getting so many achievements. Bring the witch to her.
You're on a path in the...
I am on a path in the woods. Let's do another save.
You're here to slay her.
Yep. Just go to the cabin, skip some
A
dialogue.
warning.
Proceed to the cabin, skip some more dialogue.
The
Kill her.
You take the blade.
do
The
indeed
door to
have
the
an
basement creaked. Her voice
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
island. Oh, she sounds a bit different.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She's so focus on the task at hand.
Wait, skip some dialogue. Yeah, you got me. And now, step forward.
You step forward, your grip.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that so, you should just—
She's unarmed. If you
Slay the princess.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Skill issue. Do better.
Oh. This is it, isn't it?
Yep.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over? It's over. Don't get all worked up. We should make sure. I really don't think you should do that. And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
Not true. We've seen her as a demon. Remove the blade. Check for a pulse. I think I removed the blade for a second fight.
You lean down and wrap your hand around the blade's hilt. But as you begin to slide it out of its resting place, you feel a sharp and sudden jab in your side. What was that?
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
Excuse me?
Quick, let's get out of here. It's too late for that now. You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs. As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now.
Yeah.
See you around.
See you around.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate? It doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with you. For whatever that's worth. Everything goes dark.
And you die. The Razor. This is a new one. I think ideally I'm just gonna try to kill her
You're on a
in every
path
situation.
in the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin.
And in that
and
cabin,
you're here
someone
to
slay her. It will be the end of the world. Yes, proceed to the cabin. Right in
warn,
there.
she will lie. It couldn't be. We know what to look out for. Just stay focused.
There was a new voice I did not read. Well, I'm sure we'll get
The
to know.
interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your...
Yeah, let's take the blade.
You take the blade. It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
Okay, the cheated is not a fun man. Yeah, we're gonna go stab you.
The door to the basement, the air seeping up from... Scraping? She's not even trying to hide her knife. It's like she wants to get in our head. That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains, her grating voice.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
There is something so wrong with that voice.
There is.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us. Like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time. As you descend the final step, the
This is a
form of the
menacing
princess
pose.
comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Why are you talking?
Come on now, we're not
Look at
falling
that
for that,
face.
are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
Yeah, that's the face of evil right there.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
Let's talk then.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
No, I'm not here to rescue you. Yeah, if I come close, you're just gonna stab me, right?
What?
No! I
I
wouldn't stab you. I was just a sweet, innocent princess.
trapped here for no reason.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
And you are a brave knight who's supposed to walk up to, not stabbing distance to help me.
Aw, this is adorable, but no.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her. She certainly feels threatening. Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it. But you know who is armed? You. So stop second-guessing yourself and do your job.
Narrator,
But
stop
I'm
trying to get me
nervous.
killed, bro.
All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
Oh, you don't. Okay, I see. I have an idea. You should come over here and stare directly at the chains. You won't be able to find a key if you don't know what it's supposed to look like, so you better come right within close staring distance just to be sure.
Okay.
How many more times does she have to vaguely threaten you before you finally decide you're ready to deal with her? We're clearly still figuring out our angle. We don't have the luxury of watching this from a distance. Oh, I'm sorry, do you think I'm in a position of luxury right now? You're acting like you are. My entire world is at risk, and maybe you should behave with a little more humility. A bit of self-deprecation would go a long way. No. I have my dignity. Fine. And will continue to treat you exactly how you deserve to be treated.
Yep. Okay.
But if we killed each other, then why are we here, right now? Both of us normal and unstabbed.
I don't
do
know.
have to hand it to her, that's a very good question. And it's one with a simple answer. You haven't slain her yet. So how about you get moving? Last time? What are you talking about? Ugh, it's like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth. I'm terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that looped back to the... Yes, something is obviously up, and we can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or what...
A knife?
What are you talking about?
I don't have a knife. Where would I keep a knife? And why would I stab you to death? I don't know you. You haven't given me a reason to stab you to death. It would be so silly of me to cut you open and look at your insides.
Brilliant voice acting.
Okay, I could have sworn we didn't mention stabbing anyone to death. Sounds like she's really out for blood.
She is armed.
It would be so much easier to prove that I do have a sharp object. I could just show it to you, but I don't have one, so I can't.
That is flawed logic.
The princess smiles as she pulls her hands from behind her back.
Wait.
But look at this! Hands! Hands that don't have anything in them to stab you with!
Her smile stretches into an even wider grin as she shakes her sleeves.
And empty sleeves, too! Look at how few stabbing implements I have. It's practically zero.
Why? I don't know anymore. Where would she hide a knife? If not behind... There's only one other place she could hide a knife. I don't believe it.
I've shown you all of my hiding spots. What kind of princess do you think I am? I would never hide something sharp somewhere secret.
No.
Wait, that sounds like I'm lying, but I'm actually not. My secret zones are for me only. They have nothing to do with you or my intention to not stab you to death the second you get close to me.
Oh my god.
Her smile drops for a moment, her expression sharp and flat.
Please.
I assure you, there's nothing hidden there.
Okay.
I'm inclined to believe her on that one. She seems serious. Of course, but that doesn't mean that she doesn't have something hidden somewhere. We know for a fact she's armed.
Nobody has to die.
Of course not. At least not now, because you're here to save me. But you'll have to come close.
I think I've said my piece at this point. I think we all have. But if you want to keep exhausting your questions, it beats getting stabbed to death.
What do I say? How do I... Do you remember?
Last time? If somebody came into my house and stabbed me to death and then I killed him, surely I would remember that. But I don't remember it, so it must not have happened.
Everything you're saying is a lie.
But we don't have anything to talk through. We're strangers and this place is cramped and annoying and you should just come over here and let me out. Okay, I'm bored now.
Finally.
She's bored? That's absurd. She doesn't get to be bored. Not in a way that matters. She's a prisoner. She's... Shit. In a sudden burst of movement, the princess leaps towards you, a blade erupting from her free arm, her wrist limp and empty from the violent expulsion. Huh. So I guess she did have a knife of her own after all. How conciliatory of you. We appreciate it, really. Now what are we going to do? At least we're safe here. She's still in chains. And those chains stop her from continuing her advance, at least for a moment.
Excuse me?
She looks down at them with something between annoyance and confusion.
Oh no, she's gonna bite her arm off again.
And then she slices through her arm.
Well, shit.
Okay, maybe we aren't safe here. She doesn't even hesitate before darting towards you with a terrifying speed you can't hope to outpace. Ah, shit. Okay, she's down an arm and we still have a weapon. I guess we'll have to use it.
Can I get Tracy?
Use it you do. But unfortunately for you, and for the entire world, you are horribly outmatched. You keep pace with her for a single brief and wordless exchange before she severs your hand and, with it, your only line of defense.
Damn.
She's much better at this than she was last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's unreal. Bloody cheater.
I'm going to kill you now.
Yeah, I believe you.
With a squelch, she does just that. Everything goes dark.
And you die. Wow. The arms race. Is that a pun?
You're on a path in the woods.
Woods.
No, fuck that. If we're going to have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
Thank you.
You're what? The interior of the cabin is sharp, a constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do? I feel dizzy. Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option anymore. What's the point of fighting if she's just going to win every time? It hurts being sliced to pieces. We're better off just sitting up here and doing nothing. Great, so obviously you've already been. This is our third? No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realise that every time you fail, she escaped. That can't be right, that's too much. I couldn't agree more. We couldn't be trusted with the fate of a single person, let alone the fate of the world. Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table. A pristine blade. We take it.
Yeah, we do.
Okay, sure. You take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the prince.
This feels right. We just have to keep our senses shut.
That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually.
And what if we never do?
So, are you just going to stand there, or are you going to head to the basement? I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right?
That is not a door. I know what you mean.
There isn't a door, there's just that mirror. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore.
I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right.
Where's the mirror?
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're...
Let's just move it out of the way without looking. I don't want to see us. I'm sure we all look awful after dying twice.
Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
Wipe the mirror.
You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. And the mirror's gone.
It was never there. Just an illusion.
Guess it's time for us to see her again.
Yep.
Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Okay, make the right choices and we might just live.
You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
Understandable.
Your body tumbles onto the
Oh, look
basement
at
floor
you.
and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore.
Yeah.
But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
Fun for her, maybe.
I didn't like dying all over again.
Thinking about dying makes us as good as dead. The only thing that matters is survival. Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once. Nothing bad has come of it. Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The past isn't real. There's only here and now. Your internal bickering is cut short by the wet
Jesus
sound of slicing
Christ.
meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin
Okay.
blades, glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain
must
clatters to the floor.
Enjoy having double sword arms.
She's loose, and she is coming for you.
Is she now?
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Nah, I'll come to you. Don't worry about it.
Shit. She's coming for us, and I'm out of ideas.
If I click and think something better, she just kills me, I think. She wins by killing us, so let's beat her to it. That's not a half bad idea. Yeah, I think I'm gonna hit this. Because hey, who knows?
Now, I've tolerated quite a bit from you, but this is a bridge too far. Please don't try romancing the princess. She wants to kill you. She's going to end the world if you don't stop her. Yeah, do we have to flirt with the murderous monster?
I mean, I said so, yeah? You're gonna do it, yeah?
I'd rather not.
It's not like she wants us anymore.
Okay!
I'm fine with it. Let's see where this goes.
Exactly. If the murder man is fine with it, let's see how it goes. Oh god, I have to give her the look. Okay, wait. Maybe one of these can actually save me. Hold on. I know you want to kill me, but dinner.
A rosy blush flushes in the princess's cheeks, and a wide grin cuts across her face.
Oh, is that how it is? Yeah, okay, I feel that. I like you too.
You're gonna kill me.
Oh, be damned. This is actually going to work,
No,
isn't it?
please don't. Why would you say that?
But why mess around with appetizers when the main course is right here?
Or not.
At least she likes us.
Blush still glowing in her cheeks. The princess closes the distance between you, blades flashing.
Yeah.
She skewers you.
Yep.
Ow.
Ow.
What worthwhile romance doesn't hurt at least a little bit? What matters is that she likes us. She's even said as much.
That's true.
Oh, a new one of us.
Yeah, new voice in my
I thought
head.
that only happens when we die. Did we die?
Yes, we died. Relax.
You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
Where am I?
I think we're dead. And that's all we'll ever be.
Dead,
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 dead, dead, dead.
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead.
Yeah, she looks pretty alive to me.
This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here? This is 4. No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
Okay.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her.
Oh my god, I am literally playing split personality disorder simulator. I'm trying to gain more personalities so that I have enough brains in my brain to be smarter.
As long as we keep moving. We'll win her heart eventually.
Ah, yes.
Oh, great. So it's going to get
even more crowded.
Even more deluded voices that think we might stand any
Oh
kind
my
of chance.
God, please stop talking.
Come on, show me something new.
Yeah, after you skewer me like 7 times, maybe. We're fighting her. Fine, I'm gonna kill myself. It doesn't work, and she kills you again and again and again and again, and your memory blurs as your consciousness leaps from life to life to life to life, holding only snippets of the conflict that transpires.
Then you skewer yourself.
I skewer myself.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Huh, that didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought.
Yeah.
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. We just have to hit her harder. She skewers you.
Yep.
You'll have to be trickier than that.
Yep.
Just panic. Flee. She skewers you.
Yep.
No, you don't get to escape.
That's not how this works.
Do you see that? We almost had her.
No, we
that was
didn't.
luck. But we only have to get lucky once. She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels. She skewers you.
And she skewers me.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
Oh my god.
Doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up.
We will win.
Okay, let's go again.
One more time.
Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. She skewers you.
She skewers me.
See? We're getting better.
We are.
Okay, yeah. That was a good one. None of this is working. Think. She skewers you.
She skewers me.
We're getting close to something. Can't you feel it? One last time.
Okay, one more.
You're right. One last time. That's all we need.
How much? Oh god, here we go. I get scared again. Oh.
And then everything goes dark. And you die.
And I die.
You're on a... Don't lose your head. We're in a cabin and we'll take it from here.
Yep.
Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand.
Let's just do a quick save because it's been a while.
Oh, what if we throw it out the window? Over my dead body.
Over my dead body.
That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore. Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman?
I mean, he has a point.
Sure, I can think of a better way to die.
Okay.
They're all the same, really.
Uh-huh.
How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything. The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top.
That is the dream, to end up on top.
There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them?
Exactly. Shut up, narrator. We got this.
Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time.
Me and the voices in my head, we win every time.
Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
Is this the same voice actor?
Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only it's more of a slide.
We know.
Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along.
Thank you.
Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs? Or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this.
You're not a part of this. It's my story now.
Don't care, just want to win.
Just want to win.
Fine, you make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
me.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together.
Skill issue, I came back.
But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that.
Sure you do.
I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
Are your hands blades by any chance?
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
You're gonna do it right now.
Are you gonna say what she does? Do you want me to talk now?
Shut up, narrator. Do your goddamn job, please.
Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah,
me too.
Me too.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too.
I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing.
Exactly. What is the new thing?
Really? Okay then.
Oh my god, narrator. I get it. You're an asshole. But please, just tell me.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw
What
meat as it
the
stretches.
fuck am I
and
looking
tears.
at?
And then it erupts.
Excuse me?
She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
I think we've gone too far, narrator. I think you're making this up. I don't think this is possible.
Are you ready for what comes next?
No.
Holy shit!
That's an understatement.
She's gorgeous.
Absolutely divine.
What the hell are you smoking?
Yes, behold, the perfect woman.
You're all crazy.
Do you think we can throw her out the window?
I'm pretty sure if I touch her, I die.
That looked painful.
Oh yeah, that definitely did. Oh yeah, it's just a slight scratch.
How is she still alive?
She shouldn't be. This doesn't make any sense.
Heart's still beating, that's all she needs.
Of course.
This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up.
Exactly.
She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it?
That's true. What am I supposed to stab the heart?
This is all just a sick joke.
I hate existing. Yeah, shut up.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
We're just gonna die again, okay? Let's get it over with.
Narrator,
It's a lot of voices. Okay, I'm gonna empty my mind.
Narrator.
What just happened? It's so quiet.
I finally got my head together. I took my pills. Him too. Oh, I got
Something
rid
feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
You do not act, and yet through that inaction your body moves on its own. The princess strikes as you approach, but as her blow finishes its arc, you are already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Your weapons clash again and again, you and her entering a rhythm free of thought and free of self. There is only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound, and the faster the momentum volleys between you. An endless building crescendo, and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition, and hers strikes too. Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. You do not get to see each other die, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns. Okay, let's look at my horrific self. You do so. Silence as you reach towards the glass. It's time for you to see what's in it. The decay you've withered. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You are at the cabin.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same. I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark. And you die.